Welcome to the Elite Podcast Network, home of the #1 independent wrestling coverage, available on iTunes, Stitcher, blogtalk Radio, and wherever you get your podcasts from. Follow us on Twitter at Elite Podcast Net and join the revolution now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WHRADIO. I'm Skits, and I'm here with my co-hosts Oscar and Tom. What is going on, gentlemen?
Man, gotta love that damn intro song.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. And I know over here today in New York, it was 40, like 45 degrees. It felt like 90. I know you California boys won't understand.
We're going to feel 40 degree in a couple of weeks when we go to WrestleMania. It's going to be cold as fucking the Bay Area. So I know what's up.
No, you'll know my pain.
Definitely, gentlemen. Today we have a special guest, a good friend of ours, our boy B-Boy. What is going on, man? The New Age Punisher is here live with us. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? I am doing fantastic. No, I'm actually highly medicated right now. I just had a tooth extraction, so I'm on so much ibuprofen, it's unbelievable.
I know me, personally, I'm glad that you actually, are taking your time out to talk with us real quick about some wrestling, because I know you have a busy schedule.
Bruh, and like legit, man. I just posted up my schedule and I was like going over this shit in my head, and I was just like, I haven't done this in a while, but like in the span of like a month, I'm doing like 15 shows, and it's just out of control right now.
Yeah, man, doing big things, and Lucha Underground. I mean, we might as well jump into it. Like Lucha Underground's coming back. The tapings is actually a couple weeks, maybe a week away.
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah,
March 21st and 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, to all of our listeners out there in the SoCal area, you gotta attend Lucha Underground once, because I know usually when we hit like the AWS shows and PWG shows, folks are asking us, have we been to a show? And we're like, man, you gotta check it out, because I mean, this promotion is like one of the top promotions right now, I would say.
No, I definitely agree, man. I'm just kind of blessed and fortunate that I'm on with the crew, man, and everything is going well, man. I mean, I might be biased right now, but I believe that we're definitely one of the hottest things on TV as we speak. So I'm actually really, really happy.
Yeah, definitely, man. To our listeners out there who watch Lucha Underground, is there anything that you would like to tell our listeners to watch out for in Lucha Underground these up-and-coming tapings?
These up-and-coming tapings, I mean, if you're following the show, obviously the show is definitely different and unique and very, I think it's amazing. As the wrestlers there and everything was kind of kept under wraps, and then we actually started seeing the episodes. And it's storytelling that's never been done, man. It's like a movie, and wrestling is almost kind of secondary, but the wrestling is out of this world. I mean, I'll put our roster against anybody out there right now, and I mean, when you go to an event or when you watch it, I mean, I've had friends watch it that aren't even wrestling fans. And the first 3 minutes after they watch if they watch a match, and then 3 minutes after that a vignette happened, they're instantly hooked. So it's like I would say it's great athleticism. There's a lot of good storytelling, and it's definitely different and unique from everything else that you see on TV or on the independents or wrestling in general, to be honest.
Definitely, man. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Oscar because I'm pretty sure he's got some questions up his sleeve there.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, you guys are doing a good job out there in Lucha Underground. I told DJ, 2 weeks ago when we had him on, a.k.a. Big Johnson, I told you guys are doing a great job out there. And I remember when I first attended the tapings, I came on the show and said, hey, everybody, trust me, watch this show here. And you guys, it's going to be great. Trust me, I've been to these tapings, and it gets better. And now I'm going to tell you guys right now, it gets better. After WrestleMania, Lucha Underground gets better, so trust me on that. So, yeah, I was in those tapings. I know what's up. So I'm just telling everybody that. Yeah. All right. My questions I'd like to ask you first. I want to ask you about AWS first. I know you're having a big match against Willie Mack for the AWS title, which you had the belt for like a year and a half. I want to ask you your thoughts of Willie Mack. I know he's been through a lot the last couple of months. You were his tag team partner pretty much. And I seen you guys had those conflicts. I think it was in the January show when the Wrestling Cares, you and him got a little conflict going on. Yeah, I want to know what's your thoughts of Willie Mack and going to this match between you and him and see what's like how you guys are gonna kill it out there.
Well, like I've actually known Willie ever since he was a fan, going to shows and everything like that. And he was always the guy that would go on the bus to get a ticket or go on the bus to actually train. I kind of like put him. I wouldn't say put him under my wing because like Willie outshines basically anybody on the indies in my personal opinion. Willie, like my little brother, I take care of him when he's around me. I take care of him, like, in the locker room. If like, he needs any help, I'm always there for him. You know what I mean? And that's more, personal standards and everything like that. I mean, those who know Willie know that last year was kind of rough for a lot of reasons and stuff, but, like, he seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and he's always had one, and he always has friends to, to kind of help him through everything that's going on personal shit. Considering professionally, he's easily probably my top 3 guys that I love watching, to be honest. His athleticism for his size is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, his facials are probably the best in the business right now, I think. He's amazing, man. But considering our little beef or squirrel and or whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
It's all, to be honest, it's all competitiveness. I've always seen Willie as like my little brother, and I'm his elder. I command respect. I demand respect. And I'm a very competitive person, and yeah. I always say to myself that, you know what, I'm going to go against the best to prove that I am one of the best. And I've actually held the AWS title for, like you said, like a year and a half. I've actually held it probably one of the longest times than anybody in past history. And I've defended it over 12 times too. And I've actually beat Willie. And now he wants to rematch. I'm going to give it to him, and we're just going to go out there, settle the score, and then we'll see who walks out. Either him a new champ or me staying and retaining. So I would suggest to everybody to definitely go to that show because the anniversary shows are out of control, and the card is stacked. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very excited for the opportunity to wrestle Willie again, especially for AWS.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody that's listening, I would just check out this show here. I mean, if you're going to go to Lucha Underground, after the show, you can check this out, AWS in Southgate, which is not far from Bowling Heights. So you guys can check it out. And, not only B-Boy and Willie Mack is going to be there, you guys got, like, Sabu is going to be there, Lucesco, Sunday Dub.
Famous B.
Famous B. Yeah.
Mariachi Loco.
There's a lot of good matches, man. Like you got Lufisto. I've known Lucy for a very long time, and Reyes is getting really, really good, and she's been doing really well. And I think currently, I would definitely agree. She's the best out here right now, and I definitely think that those two they're gonna mesh very well, and it's gonna definitely be a sleeper of the night for sure. You know what I mean? And when I mean sleeper, I mean it's gonna be a dark horse for match of the night for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great night because I'm actually planning to attend both Lucha and AWS that night, so I'm going to have a great fun before I go to WrestleMania. So
I'll be at AWS only. I'm only doing one show that day. I got work early.
Hey, fuck it. We'll see. You can see B-Boy no matter what.
I know I'm always somewhere fucking around. I always see your asses everywhere, so that's fucking.
Yeah, right? Just fuck us everywhere.
We'll turn up after.
We'll turn up after. All right. I'm going to go pass it to Tom now. Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay.
All right, B-Boy, thanks for coming on once again. I know you're not feeling too well, but I hope you're feeling better once the week goes on, so good luck on that. My first question I got for you is, now with Lucha Underground kind of being a big platform for the alternative wrestling, we're seeing a lot of California guys, mainly a lot of SoCal guys, getting a lot of chances that maybe they wouldn't have never gotten before. So kind of just talk about where do you think SoCal wrestling is in general? You have Lucha Underground, of course, AWS, PWG, a whole bunch of different things, and I feel like a lot of SoCal wrestlers are getting more recognition than ever. So just give your thoughts on SoCal wrestling right now.
What's kind of funny about the whole situation is that SoCal wrestling's always been good. The platform that you are talking about is obviously like a national TV exposure and everything like that. However, there are guys like Cholo, myself, Reyes. I mean, there's a bunch of people that were always overlooked. I mean, you guys know this. I've been around 16 years, and I mean, you guys know me from indies, but I've never been given the opportunity that I have at Lucha. And I like all of us are very fortunate and everything like that. And they actually sought out us. You know what I mean? We didn't give a resume or try to hit them up or anything like that. They came to us. You know what I mean? Which is like a huge compliment. And considering Southern California is always good. With PWG, it's kind of hard, even though that is a Southern California promotion. It's kind of hard to say that, there's maybe, 2 to 3 people from SoCal that are in that company now. Right. You know what I mean? Which kind of sucks because, this PWG is PWG, so. But considering Southern California, we've always had talent. I mean, we've always had generations. Like, I was in a generation with Frankie Kazarian, Samoa Joe, Reyes, Rocky Romero, and those guys. And the generation before us were, Christopher Daniels, Mike Modest, everybody like that. And now the generation now is obviously Joey Ryan, Scorpio Sky, Ray Rosas, all these other guys. It's always been competitive. In Southern California, like just like I said before with Lucha Underground and Lucha Underground's roster, I would put them against anybody. And same thing with Southern California because there's so much good talent out here, and it's so much untapped talent that that I would put any of I would put any of us against somebody anywhere, and I guarantee you that we would be able to keep up. We'll be able to put SoCal on the map, and we would be able to steal the show. I think any of us can. You know what I mean? And SoCal has always been my roots, and I have obviously you guys know I have a history here and everything like that, and it's I can honestly say it's about time that people are starting to see and understand what's out here in California. And it's not promotion-wise anymore. It's about wrestling now and the wrestlers. And that's a big thing right now that a lot of people are starting to get now, you know what I mean?
Definitely. And I always, because when I was younger, the access to the internet wasn't as great as it is now. So, seeking out talent, across the country was definitely more difficult. But as I got older, I wanted to seek out as much talent as possible. And I look back on it, and I felt always that Southern California was always a dark horse with bringing out talent. I mean, it seemed like people are paying attention to the East Coast and starting with the Midwest and somewhere in Canada. But, once in a while you would hear a buzz about somebody from California, and then you hear somebody else, and now I feel like it is, people are saying, man, SoCal's on fire right now, and we need to try and get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have like a lot of buddies there in the Midwest and everybody on the East Coast, obviously, because I have a history on the East Coast as well, and everybody keeps hitting me up to this day, but like, can you get me out there? And I was just like, SoCal don't fly no people. The only people that fly in people is PWG, and they already have their set talent that they want to fly in. You know what I mean? But I totally agree with you. SoCal's always been on fire. It's just a matter of people actually seeing the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And now it's actually showing. And it was always there, and now it's more visible now. So,
without a doubt. I recommend anybody who hasn't checked out anything from SoCal, check out some of the, the lesser promotions. They're still putting on as great as shows as you're going to see anywhere. I put those up against any other promotion, and it would still be top notch.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree.
Without a doubt. All right, Sketch, I'm going to pass it right back on to you.
Definitely. FCW, to be honest with you, it's my first time hearing about this promotion, but I see you're the champ. And I'm looking at the card, and the card is bonkers, ridiculous, crazy. Main event, you versus SoCal Crazy versus Lil Cholo versus Famous B. Wow. And to look at the rest of the card is crazy too, but let's talk about your match first. As Tom just said, basically he was talking about all the guys out here in SoCal, making a name for themselves. We know these three guys already have a name for themselves out here, and plus you, this match is going to be crazy. Can you talk to us about that match?
Yeah, man. Well, FCW has been around a little bit here and there, and Gus, the promoter Gus, he was doing things wrong at first, but now he's starting to understand certain things, and it's always like it's always live and learn and everything. That he's doing things right. Considering the match that's going on, it's me, Famous B, Lil Cholo, and SoCal Crazy. I have a history with all of them. Obviously, Cholo and myself go back 15 years. I'm actually one of the guys that helped train SoCal Crazy, and Famous B is like my youngin'. You know what I mean? He's just like Willie. He's like my little brother. You know what I mean? I've worked with these guys tons of times, and there hasn't been a match that I walked out and be like, you know what, I wasn't happy with that match at all. You know what I mean? And I'm actually really excited to get it on with all of them, because it's going to be it's going to be nuts and bonkers, and I mean it's kind of crazy too, because you got the Bucks going against Vermin or Rockness. You got like Brian Cage getting down there. I think Joey's going to be there against Sage. I mean, there's so many good matches that are going to be happening and taking place. And
Tyler Bateman,
guys, yeah, Bateman and Camden's going to be good. Camden's another guy you guys got to look into. He's I guarantee you, give him like 1 or 2 more years, bro. He's going to be out there for sure.
My girl Ray's is out there.
Yeah, man. Like it's gonna be awesome. I guess the shows are always fun. The talent is top notch. I mean, everything's gonna be good, man. But considering the match is something I'm definitely looking forward to. I like wrestling those guys, and it's always, every time we wrestle, it's always good. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. I'm sucks that I won't be able to make it all the way to San Diego to check this card out. I kind of wish it was closer, but whoever's gonna be in that crowd, they're gonna enjoy their night because every last person I see here on this card, I've probably seen them all. And there you go. And all you guys kill. So, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to Oscar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you about Lucha Underground. I know you're working for the company and everything. Is there something that you would like Lucha Underground to do something different in the near future, like meaning possible either a pay-per-view, a show that's not televised, or possibly a show outside the Lucha Underground area? Because I feel like in today's pay-per-view market, I think they're dying for wrestling. Now that WWE got their own network, TNA barely do pay-per-views, and now you got Ring of Honor doing pay-per-views. I feel like they need, more wrestling. I think you guys have a perfect opportunity to do one if you guys want to do one. So I'm just saying. So is that something that you would like to see from Lucha Underground do it hopefully soon?
In my personal opinion, I think Lucha Underground is doing the right thing right now. I mean, they are taking huge steps forward, but they're also taking baby steps, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I mean, in order to run, you gotta start walking, and that's what Lucha Underground is doing. It just so happens that we're walking with a big stride right now. You know what I mean? And the way that I see things is, eventually. Of course, I would love to see Lucha Underground do pay-per-views. I would love them to tour. I would love them to do everything like that. But that's just me being a wrestler and working for the company. But as of right now, I think they're doing the right thing. I think, like I said, it's all baby steps, and the big picture is there. And I know Lucha Underground, I know the production, I know the network. They're all reaching for it. You know what I mean? So I think it's honestly going to happen. It's just a matter of when, and when it does, it's definitely going to compete with anything that's out there. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, because right now it's on fire. It's like you having celebrities coming down, like A.J. Green. You guys got Vince Russo even showed up. There's also all the rumors that you might be bringing Rey Mysterio Jr. I'm gonna call him Junior now. Now he's no longer in WWE, so I just a chance to bring him on. So I'm just gonna wait. I agree with DJ what he said 2 weeks ago that you guys are worried about what you guys are doing, not like other companies like WWE got. All right, we got they got the world title, they got the secondary title. Well, they want to be different, So I don't
and you know what? Like I've wrestled for a lot of people and everything like that. DJ is by far, and I've wrestled for Gabe Sapolsky and all these other guys that are geniuses when it comes to wrestling. And this is no disrespect towards any of those guys at all, but DJ Chris DeJoseph is honestly the smartest person that I've ever worked for. And that's not because or anything like that. That's just me being honest. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing, and he has a team around him that know what they're doing. And he's the smartest dude that I've ever wrestled for.
Yeah, and I also feel like I'm not trying to trash the WWE or anything like that, but I just feel like Lucha Underground gives the fans what they want, and it's like if somebody say something on Twitter or something, they'll respond back. Sons of Havoc. I guess you guys are bringing them in almost like a jobber, but the fans didn't like that, and you guys are giving a little break now. So I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. Not like all these fans are like crying about Daniel Bryan not winning the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with you. Like, and another thing is that was all pretty. Like, I don't know if I should be saying it, but everything that's been going on, that's been seen, like you guys have been seeing at the tapings, it's all premeditated. You know what I mean? Like they already knew. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the fuck? It like blows my mind. You know what I mean?
But I would say that Lucha Underground is definitely fan friendly, and Lucha loves their fans, and we and they definitely show it, you know.
Yeah, just because I feel like they look at social media, like say example of me, Skits, or Tom say like, hey, we want Bael to become a Lucha Underground champion, and if it follows, it looks like it can happen, you know. That's how I feel it, you know. They read each and every tweet, sort of. I get retweets. Party and everybody, and they don't even follow me, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though. Yeah. All right, I'm going to pass it to Tom now.
Okay.
Yep, going on my next question, you know, we were talking Lucha Underground, AWS, but California's got a big tournament course coming up for WrestleMania weekend, and of course I'm talking about King of Indies 2015. For those of you unfamiliar with the tournament, in the past, guys like Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, legends have competed in the tournament, and now we're getting stacked lineup of California guys in this tournament. And D-Boy, you, of course, got the unfortunate drawing in the first round, going against Mr. Get My Shit In, the fucking machine, Brian Cage. Talk about Brian Cage and talk about your matchup with him at King of Indies.
Well, you know, when I was actually one of the first ones. I was the first one to be announced for King of Indies, because then you know, the guys that are running it, KG, all these other guys, they got me on a conference call and told me they wanted me on, and I was very privileged, and I felt honored, because they're basically doing this tournament in honor of Roland Alexander. And Roland meant a lot to me, and I'm actually very, very grateful and appreciative that they want me to take part in this tournament. It's kind of weird, because I didn't get the invite of the very first one, and I was going to be an alternate, but they already had their field. You know what I mean? And I was always I wouldn't say butthurt, but I was just like, man, if they keep this tournament going, I want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? It took them maybe 14 years later to get the tournament going again. However, it's cool, man. And now that they're just using California talent, it's for California to kind of showcase what they have, like we were talking about earlier with SoCal talent. But this is all California talent, and people will be able to see this. There's a lot of guys in the tournament that are going to turn some heads. Guys like Jeff Cobb, who is amazing. Brian Cage. You got Little Charlotte finally being able to shine. I mean, the list goes on and on. Adam Thornstowe is another one that people need to look after. And, and you know what I mean? Like Adam Thornstowe's one. Yeah,
Sean Ricker?
Like you did say Sean Ricker. I mean, he's in there
Tim
too.
Thatcher?
You know what I mean? Tim Thatcher is the most underrated dude on the Indies, in my opinion. So, but considering going in there with Cage, it's not the first time we've tangled. In actuality, we wrestled in Battle of Los Angeles in the first round, and it's kind of funny because he always has this gimmick or this character or persona where it's get my shit in. You know what I mean? And it's actually kind of funny because I was Mr. Get My Shit In before he was. You know what I mean? Yeah, people see him, and he's amazing. He's athletic, and he's a big dude, and the shit that he can pull off is like ridiculous. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time. I've wrestled Cage a couple times before. I never came in the back and was upset about it. It's going to be interesting because we're both innovative, so to speak. However, I've become more simpler nowadays. Now that I'm getting older, but it's I'm looking forward to it, and I know I know it's going to be a good match, and I know there's going to be a lot of eyes on that match. I've been getting hit up by numerous people, even people in the tournament. You know what I mean? So we're going to go out there, we're going to deliver, and we're, and then we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a hell of a tournament just by looking at the card.
Yeah.
I know. I was a little pissed. I was like, damn, they're doing that match in the first round already. But it's still going to be great. And, I recommend everybody getting that over the weekend. It's going to be available on iPay-per-view for those of you that want to order it, both March 27th and March 28th through WWNlive.com. So check it out. It's going to be one hell of a tournament. I can't wait. I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be California talent going out and killing it, and a lot of people I know are going to be coming out more impressed than ever.
Absolutely.
Real quick, Tom, I just want to name some names real quick that's going to be part of that tournament. Of course, we got B-Boy, Brian Cage, Jeff Cobb, who's also in Lucha Underground, Lil Cholo, you got Willie Mack up in there, Adam Thurston, Sean Ricker, just name a few, Tim Chatter. So if you guys like those guys, this is like the pay-per-view to definitely get. So. And
then don't forget, the special attraction that people have been talking about, Ultimo Dragon versus Juventud Guerrera. Even though they're both up there in age, it's still going to be cool to see them.
I believe Ricochet is going to show up at one of those shows too.
Yeah. Another thing is with the WWN. I mean, you got Evolve showing up. You got Shine and Shimmer. I mean, the whole weekend is just going to be, starting that Thursday, is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I think any wrestling fan, whether you're like, I guarantee you, there's going to be people that are in WWE and whether they're scouts or performers or people in the back, they're going to be at these shows. You know what I mean? So I recommend whoever does the iPay-per-view shit, because I don't know, I'm a caveman. I don't even know what iPay-per-view is. But fucking, like, if they, you know what I mean? Every fan should get this if they're not going to be there live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just then, there's a possibility of, I might, hold on, we actually have a caller.
Shit.
We have a caller. I'm just going to put him on, and I'm going to let this person introduce themselves. So, caller, you're on WHRADIO.
Hey, what up? This is Mr. Cisco.
Oh,
get the fuck out.
We got the crew up in here. What the fuck?
2 members of the crew live on WHRADIO.
You guys, you ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready, bro.
What? What's going on?
Not a damn thing, man.
Not a damn thing.
Doing an interview with these faggots. Other than that.
Wow. What do you guys do? You guys piss them off?
Nah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Cisco from Lucha Underground. We actually mentioned him just a few minutes ago. He's going to be part of the Kings of Indies tournament also. So be on the lookout, a.k.a. Lil Cholo. And we also talked about your match this week, or this Friday, actually, going against B-Boy, Famous B, and SoCal Crazy. You want to share some thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, actually can't wait for that match. I love being in the ring with all 3 of those guys. I've never had a bad match with any of those 3, ever. And I can't wait. There's only one thing, though. The sad thing is that I think I'm going to have to walk home with that FCW title.
Oh, shit.
Bro, see, why are you talking shit, bro? Why are you talking, bro?
No, I'm not.
You know I don't put you over, bro. You already know that.
Damn. He's going to shoot, man. Then I'm not going over.
Next thing you know, you're going to get Willie Mack calling in, and he's going to be like, I'm going to be your next AWS champ. So what the heck now?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You better hope Opie's not listening, because she does listen to the show. So, hi, Opie, by the way, if you're listening.
Yeah. Either way, I think this Friday at FCW is going to be sick. I think all of our styles mesh very well together, and I think the fans are in store for something that they're never going to forget.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, I was going to say that I heard you guys had a match with the Young Bucks not long ago in FCW, and I heard it was like a killer match. I wasn't there, but I was hearing it was a bomb-ass match, and you guys and the Young Bucks up down there in San Diego.
Yeah, that was Benny and SoCal Crazy.
Oh,
that was me and SoCal Crazy. Me and Cholo want the match against the Bucks. We're just still waiting for somebody to let it happen. So I actually think the Bucks are scared. But you know.
Hey, we know we're super cool with the Bucks, so we don't want to say, you know what Cholo said about y'all?
Hey,
somebody. What are the promoters of SoCal book that?
You guys don't have to say it. I can say it for myself.
We should start like something on Twitter. We're like, all right, we want to see Bucks against the Crew. Make it happen anywhere. AWS, SCW, make it happen.
Hey man, it's like I believe DJ said this. The temple's always open to anybody, bro. So we're there.
Oh yeah, that's true. The temple's always open. If the Bucks want to go there, go ahead. It's open.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think who's the next question? Was it me or was it you, Skip?
I don't. To be honest with you, I kind of lost track. I don't know who was the next question, but my next question for B-Boy, HOODSLAM is actually coming soon. I know your book. I'm not exactly sure what date. I don't know if you could talk to us about HOODSLAM before we let you go.
I can't say when I'm going to be there. I am going out there at the end of the month. It's every time I go to HOODSLAM, I've worked for him like five times in like the past year and a half. Every time I've been out there, it's been fun. I love all the NorCal guys, and it's fun, man. I mean, and you haven't lived until you've gone to a HOODSLAM. It's like what Cholo does Vavoom. You know what I mean? You haven't lived until like you see HOODSLAM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were talking to Brittany Wonder. We were talking to Brittany Wonder at the last Wrestlingheads show. She was telling us like you got to come. So she's trying to talk us into coming to a HOODSLAM show WrestleMania week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, I definitely would. If I was you guys, it's an experience that every fan or every wrestler should experience for sure.
Well, it looks like B-Boy ain't gonna be the only one making an appearance at HOODSLAM.
At the end of the day, there you go.
So, yeah, I think I might want to take a little visit down there. I've heard a lot of stories, heard a lot of fun, stuff like that. So, hey, Benny, I might even be up there with you.
There you go, bro.
The Crew taking over everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Pretty much Bay Area, L.A., San Diego, they're everywhere. So, you better watch out.
All we need to do is just Cholo. All we need to do is just go to the East Coast, and then we're everywhere.
Pretty.
I have a feeling it's gonna spread over here to the East Coast, and I want to see that. I want to see it over here on the East Coast. I'm gonna fucking start demanding bookers to start doing it.
Man.
Hey, what do you? I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think of Lucha Underground so far?
Oh, great. You know what? Usually Monday nights we have to talk WWE, but hey, we're talking Lucha Underground on a Monday night. What a coincidence, even though it's WrestleMania going on. But yeah, it's great. I tell everybody that's listening to the show, when like before it even aired, I was like, hey, you guys got to check this out. Trust me, Before you go watch TNA, watch this show, and it worked out, So, yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It seems like it's better and better. I just can't wait when after WrestleMania season ends, when the episode you guys are going to put out is going to be amazing. It seems like it's better and better,
I'm going to tell you like this. Me, from my experience from going to the taping, I can barely hear the ring announcer when she announces who's coming down the aisle because it's so fucking loud in that place. Look, I love all the matches. It's crazy. Great matches. And honestly, I didn't know about some of the guys that are part of that promotion, and now I've become a fan of certain guys that wrestle over there, besides the guys that I see all the time, like at AWS, so.
Man, you know it's funny, and then like Cholo will tell you too, man. Like the guys that they have there, like you said, the guys that you're not familiar with, bro. There's guys that are like Phoenix, Pentagon Jr.
That's my
Drago,
guy. I love Pentagon Jr.
Fucking Aerostar. These dudes are ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because people only know like guys like like Ricochet who can fly and shit. Man, these dudes are just out of control.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm also happy that you guys are like sort of educating the new generation what presents lucha. Like example, like people might only heard of maybe Rey Mysterio in the WWE and Sin Cara, but you guys are showing more. Like, hey, check out these guys from AAA. You guys never heard of, and then you expand them more, and then you show them what Lucha Underground. Lucha was all about. You could. In that first episode, you told her how it all began, pretty much, and all that stuff. And then I remember I showed my mom the first episode, and she was like, "Yeah, that's how it all started, pretty much." In Mexico and all that stuff. Yeah, so it was freaking awesome. So
like one other thing that's like great about this, and Cholo will probably agree, and he could chime in like after I'm done. But like the one thing about it is that the locker room is phenomenal, and there's a lot of clashes. You know what I'm saying, with styles here, styles there, but everybody is willing to work with each other, and everybody's willing to learn from each other too. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even like I told you guys when I was on the show, the last time I was on your show, this show was going to be different, and it is, and I think that's a really good thing, that it's different. Everybody's noticed the difference in the wrestling, in the presentation, in the production, everything, and I think it's like 100% on point. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I don't think Lucha Underground would either.
Yeah. Just like we had DJ on Jalisco, he said he wants to make it different. He doesn't want to be like WWE-ish, like every promotion's copying WWE. Okay, you must have your world champ. You must have your secondary title, either Intercontinental TV title. You guys not about that. You guys are doing different. So I like that. That's something good. Like back in the day, and TNA had started the X division. I was like, oh shit, this is freaking awesome. So you guys doing your own different thing. That's all good. I support you guys. So I just hope it gets better and better, and just keep taking your baby steps one by one, and hopefully things get better and see what happens. Hopefully
that's what I love about Lucha Underground, because when it first started, I was kind of on the fence, like, is this going to be a real alternative in wrestling? And I was going to wait and see what happened, and I watch it every single week, and it's something that I look forward to watching every week, because I know they're going to put on a great show. I know there's going to be great matches. I know the presentation's going to be phenomenal. It feels like a movie mixed with wrestling, and they pull it off incredibly. I think that's something, if you came out with that idea where you have all these cinematic scenes mixed with pro wrestling, you would be kind of on the fence about it. You'd be like, well, could that work? But Lucha Underground has just done it phenomenal. And like you guys said, it's opened my eyes to guys I've never heard of before down from AAA. And, now I'm fans of all those guys as well, and it's incredible. And it's something, we've probably said it 100 times, but it's something wrestling needed. In this day and age, you hear so many people complaining about wrestling, whatever company they're complaining about, because, wrestling fans love to complain. But it's something for people to tune in and watch. I can remember one of my buddies, he's not too big into wrestling, but he was watching it with me, and he was acting like it was his first time ever seeing wrestling. He loved the characters, he loved the wrestling, and now he watches it every Wednesday too. So it's bringing in new fans week by week, and it's only going to continue to grow. And I must point out that I am so happy that Lucha Underground shirts are now available to people outside of SoCal.
Yeah, absolutely. They just got the
We need
the
a crew
merch,
T-shirt, though. We need a crew T-shirt.
Cholo's the crew's merch guy. You got to talk to him, bro.
I think the crew does deserve a shirt, or it needs a shirt. You know, this past weekend.
When I was at
this past weekend, a fan actually made hats as gifts to myself, Benny, and Cortez. Say the crew on them. I think the crew's gonna take the world by storm.
Yeah, definitely. Because
I have a question for you guys. Go ahead.
No, I was going to tell him that when I saw you guys came out with your own jerseys and shit, I was like, damn, I want that shit, So I was like, hopefully you guys out. And I think just recently, just announced Lucha Underground just have an online store. You could they put a website link. I think you tagged it to me on Instagram, Cholo. I think you tagged it to me. Where you get the Lucha Underground merch. So you guys got to check it out. Yeah, they have it. I think Tom was asking for one. He was asking DJ 2 weeks ago about it. So here you go.
Yeah, it's funny because it was only a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I want some damn Lucha Underground shirts, and they delivered. And I already ordered 2 of them, so I'm set.
That's awesome. Yeah, they have the shirts are awesome.
We just need crew jerseys, and that's all good. Real good now.
Yeah.
Summertime's coming up. I need to rep some crew jerseys.
I have a question for B-Boy and Cholo. We already saw what you guys did a while back to Big Z by Burner's Eye. Is there any chance we have any more crew members join?
I'll let Cholo talk about that.
I think we had a few I don't want to say setbacks, but we I guess in the end we just didn't quite get along with Big Rick, and we had to do our thing, and I think we made the right decision. And if you guys tune in this Wednesday, we're going to prove to you that we did make the right decision on what we did.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This Wednesday, check it out. I know what you're talking about. I don't want to give any spoilers. I'm not going to say anything.
I was going to say, don't give out any spoilers to me, because now I'm getting hyped up.
You don't need spoilers to get hyped up. You should already be pumped up, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Always am, but, Oscar loves to just throw out spoilers like it was nothing.
What?
I actually dropped one last week. I dropped one last week. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. Both of you are dropping so many spoilers. But
I just said that.
Well, this Wednesday, make sure to tune in, 8 o'clock, El Rey Network. It's going to be the crew, all 3 of us, against Big Rick. 3-on-1.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I like to see there. And just can't wait. Can't wait for the world to see what I saw just a few weeks ago. So, it's going to be great. People that are listening, trust me. Lucha Underground gets better and better. If you guys like it, you guys are going to love it. You guys are going to be liking more in the next couple of weeks, because it's going to be awesome. I'm just telling you right now, it's awesome. So trust me. And if you think I'm a liar, you could tweet me at Sinister632. Just open right there. So I'm just, like I said, I go to these shows. I know what's up, and and I still watch the damn shows even on TV, because I don't know what's going on in the backstage. I don't know what the crew is doing. I don't know who they're jumping, but that's why I watch the show, even though what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, gentlemen.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead first, sir.
When the crew is in the building, you never know what's going to go on. Never.
All right.
We straight out the hood, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Big Rick. It could be Johnny Mundo. It could be Prince Puma. Not too long ago, I don't know.
You know what? It could be fucking fans, bro. I don't give a
Hey, we taking,
you know,
we dressing room. We
support
you. Gear. We're taking anything we want at any time that we want.
You know what's good about Lucha Underground? It's like now we're getting Lucha chants all over. Like we went to Ring of Honor, our first Ring of Honor show just last weekend, and there was a Lucha chant going on during the Ring of Honor show. And we also went to a PWG a few weeks ago, or the same weekend pretty much, and there was a Prince Puma chant going on. So Lucha. So my question is, maybe when we go to WrestleMania in a few weeks, are we going to hear Lucha chants in that Levi Stadium? We might. So who knows?
Who knows?
You guys are taking notes.
Possible.
It is possible. But yeah, where you?
I was going to ask the gentleman because I know they're going to be busy this Friday and also coming with AWS soon. And if any of our listeners want to contact you guys on Twitter or anything, you guys want to give them any Twitters or anything like that out?
Sure. Mine is just the handle at New Age Punisher, all one word. You could always go to the Pro Wrestling Tees shirt site. I have a store up there, and there's like about 6 designs up there. Obviously, I mean, I'm very fan friendly too on Twitter. So I mean, if anybody wants to hit me up there, I could definitely talk shit with you. So.
All right.
Charles?
Yeah, I guess you can follow me at Twitter. I'm not really into it as much, but the handle is at LilCholo01. On Instagram as well, same thing, LilCholo01, and via Facebook at Junior G. That's not my real name. Facebook made me change it, and as I was typing in my new name, I pressed enter by accident. So that's my name on there, but hopefully I could change it soon.
Yeah,
definitely.
Fuck Facebook making y'all change your shit, man. Fuck that shit. But anyways, before we let you guys go, I just want to say you guys need more gold. Even though you guys are going to be fighting off for the FCW title, but y'all need some more gold. Hopefully some more Lucha Underground gold coming up, hopefully. Yeah, y'all need some more gold, that's all I got to say.
Well, like Cholo's champion in a couple places. I'm champion in a couple places.
Yeah.
I know Cortez is champion. Like we are accustomed to gold, and I'm sure Lucha's just going to be another territory where we get some. So
yeah, and definitely keep your eye open. Hopefully soon. You never know. You never know when Lucha Underground is going to bring in some new gold. So just keep your eye open, and if they do, then we're definitely going to go for it.
Yeah,
that's what we do, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Keep kicking ass out there in Lucha Underground. Keep doing what you're doing. Either also those other shows like AWS and FCW and Vendetta. I know you guys had a show at Torrance. Keep doing what you're doing, and you guys are kicking ass out there, and hopefully, down a few months, you guys do have gold, and maybe you guys could walk down with Johnny Mundo's robe again,
I'm about to pawn that motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do.
Man, you have no idea how heavy those things are, man. Those things are retarded.
Yeah, like literally like 200 pounds of fucking fur and diamonds and I don't know what else.
I know, man. This thing is ridiculous. Like, I swear, if we pawned off all three of them, we could probably buy a house. Like, it's ridiculous.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
The crew house right there. Bam. Right. The crew house right there.
All right.
Ricky Ray's going to lose on shit.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I'm pretty sure me and Oscar will run into you guys at one of these shows, and we'll come up to say what up. And B-Boy, thanks for taking your time out with us. And Lil Cholo, thanks for calling in, man. We had a blast chopping up with you guys.
No worries,
Thank you very much.
All right, take care,
guys. Be good.
Take it easy.
Good night.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy B-Boy and Little Cholo calling in the crew live on the Elite Podcast Network here on WHRADIO.
That was awesome.
Let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break, and I'm pretty sure we got a lot of talking to do, and we'll be back.
Believe that.
What's up? This is the phenomenal AJ Styles down here in LA, kicking it with the PWG, busting my tail. The freaking great tournament, the bowler tournament is freaking amazing. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, everybody and anybody needs to listen to Wrestlingheads podcast.
Hello, friends. This is Matt Seidel. You are using your brain and listening to Wrestling Heads. Respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Skits, and I'm here with Oscar and Tom, and this is WHRADIO here on the Elite Podcast Network. What a phenomenal interview, and yes, that was to my boy Orton, because that's his word, but great interview. I actually had fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice bringing the crew along. I mean, we didn't plan it, but, Cholo, a.k.a. Mr. Cisco, just called in while we had a B-boy, a.k.a. Bael, on the show. It's pretty cool, And, yeah. And shout out to AJ Styles and Matt Seidel for those sound bites. I love them.
This guy. What up, Tom? Talk to me, man.
Oh, man. Great interview. I mean, no matter how many times, I think we can get B-Boy on here. If he came on every week, it would never be a dull conversation. Like I said, I've never even met the guy, and he feels like he's one of my pals, one of my friends.
He's a cool ass dude. He ain't cool. I'm telling you right now.
It's just the type of guy that him and Lil Cholo are. They're down-to-earth guys. They love this business, and, it shows.
Yeah, definitely. But Skid, should we announce our next guest coming up?
Sure. We actually we have a guest. It might be a guest coming Friday, but we do have one confirmed for next Monday. PPA all day. Peter Avalon. Mr. Peter Avalon will be our Monday. Next Monday here on WHRADIO, on the Elite Podcast Network.
Yeah, it makes return to WHRADIO. First time, I would say, in a year and a half, I say. It's been a while.
The last time he was on here is when we were not here on the network, and it was the same day we had him and Candice LeRae on the show. That was an epic show, by the way.
Yeah, it was epic. It was cool. They actually had little promos. You actually could go on YouTube and check it out. It was before PWG 10. And they had a little match going on before then, and, Peter called in from Candice LeRae. We had Candice LeRae on. It was freaking cool, but, yeah, it was right before PWG 10, Just check it out. Go on our YouTube page. It's on there, so you'll find it there. Just look for the picture of Candice LeRae. You'll see it.
We need to bring Candice back on, too. I don't know if it's possible, but that would be cool.
I love to have her back on. Bring Candice back. Tom would love to have Candice in here.
I want Candy. I'm going to bring on my boy, Mr. WWP himself. Let's bring in Matt. What up, Matt?
What? Matt's here?
Yikes. You guys are killing the airwaves tonight, man.
I know. You're the crew in here. What the hell? The crew. Really?
Oh, they actually killed the airwaves in a good way. You guys in a bad way. I don't know what the heck's going on here tonight.
Can we really make this show a little more interesting? I want to bring my boy Orton live on WHRADIO. What up, Orton?
Really? I just wanted to listen in. Okay.
Orton, what's going on? Let's make this an interesting show today.
Hey, fucking bring everybody. Bring the whole Elite Podcast Network on the show. Fuck it. Bring Nathan. Bring everybody on. Bring True Cut on. Bring everybody. Fuck it.
All I have to say, that's in the works.
I don't care who you are. If you're part of the Elite Podcast Network, if you're a fan listening in, call up right now. I don't want to hear any bullshit excuses. You're going to call up right now, and we're going to talk some motherfucking wrestling.
This man is laying down the law right here on WH
My
Radio.
boy True talking about calling up. Call up, bro.
Call up. Do it right now. Take that number, 347-945-5566. Punch it into your phone. Dial it up.
Well, I guess
turn up one time.
I
guess we're halfway to the shitter.
Night.
Might as well continue it.
It's a party on a Monday night.
Let's go ahead and talk about Monday Night Raw, the show we call Monday Night Raw. I want to...
Before we get into that, actually, 651, you were on WH.
Hey, what's up?
Is that Nathan?
What's going on, man?
That's Nathan. I heard my name, so I figured I might as well call in and shoot the shit with you because I've been listening.
Is that the same Nathan?
That is correct.
But you're in Las Vegas? Is that the same Nathan? That dude?
That is correct.
Yeah.
You know what? Real quick, since we're talking about Eyes in the Rain, how about we bring out another guy, Eyes in the Rain? True God Immortal, what is up?
What's good? What's going on? What's poppin' with y'all? What's going on?
You see what I just started?
Look, I didn't even know Nathan was on.
I'm hardly in here right now.
I did not know Nathan was even on, man. I literally just finished doing another.
I figured I'd call in and grant you guys' wish. So when I was listening to the show, so you guys just had a great interview, so I enjoyed that. So I figured I'd call in and join in on the rest of the show.
Yeah, man. We might as well talk about some Raw because I'm pretty sure we all got some thoughts that we want to share.
Do we have to?
Some of these things I'm pretty sure some things we can talk about and some things we don't really have to talk about because some shit does not matter on Raw. The IC title is something I want to talk about. I believe the WWE is showing the IC title a lot of love right now. I know me and Matt had this conversation earlier.
You mean the
Intercontinental
Hardcore title?
I mean, they're showing the title love. Like, when's the last time you guys saw a storyline with the Intercontinental title?
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay, yes, there's a storyline for the Intercontinental title, and the story is that the people, instead of fighting it like it was this prestige title, and you know the greats like Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, Bret Hart, they've all held this prestige title. Okay, we're just gonna take it. And it's just a prop. Let's just take it, you know. We're just going to take it and then run away and then get attacked. And then you have R-Truth on commentary. And then he puts it in a potato bag. And Wade Barrett obviously doesn't know the weight difference between a toy belt and a real wrestling belt. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm sorry, even though they are showing the IC title some love, it is a ridiculous storyline. It's WWE's bullshit excuse to try and get these guys some time. I don't know. I feel like they could do a much better job with it. But, hey, WWE, what should I expect?
The commentary during that whole part was atrocious. And, I mean, we're to the point where we're used to some pretty bad commentary. But there's bad commentary and there's terrible commentary, and I thought
I do better commentary every week at indie shows. Okay, like come on, guys.
Yeah. No, that was.
I've seen better commentary from people doing like their own little like YouTube shows where they're like trying to commentate over old matches and stuff. It's annoying. I seriously muted my TV during that match because I cannot stand.
I should have, but I didn't because I'm stupid.
I mean, fuck the commentary. The fucking storyline is good. I mean, people always complain about they don't show love to guys like Luke Harper and Ziggler and you know, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, but they're actually showing these guys love.
Like they're legitimate contenders. They're building it up as anybody could walk into that storyline as long as they steal the Intercontinental title. So if you're going by that fact, then that means that Zack Ryder, if he wanted to, could just walk out on Monday Night Raw, steal the title, and he would be inserted into the ladder match of WrestleMania.
Kids.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
WrestleMania 31 is the show to fit everybody on the roster on the show. That's the only reason we're getting this. Come on.
And I'm loving it. I'm going to enjoy that ladder match.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be a good ladder match, but it's going to be a pointless ladder match. It's not going to evolve any storylines besides the Intercontinental title storyline, which is absolutely atrocious.
As a guy who watched the WWE all my life, and how Tom mentioned guys like Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior and Bret Hart that won that title, at the time it was prestigious. I think the way they're doing it right now is a slap in the face. I thought when Daniel Bryan got involved with this, I was thinking, okay, they're bringing a former World Heavyweight Champion who just won it, and you're going to bring him in this kind of match. Okay, you're going to show for the Intercontinental title. But nope, they're doing this stupid thing where every week somebody's stealing the damn title, and basically you're freaking pissing on it and nutting on it pretty much. So,
and they're doing the exact same thing with the fucking tag titles outside of stealing the championship too. So don't even get me started on that storyline.
Oh, hey,
Jesus
I don't care if the New Day will be in that match or not. Or actually, you know what? Fuck it. If the New Day are in that match, I'm clapping. Fuck at WrestleMania.
New Day.
New Day.
Hey, but True, I know True was trying to say something. What you was trying to say?
I was just gonna say the only match. Well, there's 2 matches that I'm personally looking forward to, maybe 3, and this is the one I'm looking the most forward to. I agree with everybody else. It's fucking pointless. The Intercontinental title has not meant anything.
You guys are nuts.
For a while, but the truth is, it hasn't, because unfortunately, in the last 6 months, it's too many title changes. There's no serious. There's nothing really serious about like the title holders. They don't get a long enough run.
A mid-card title would have had more meaning if Axelmania would have won the United States Championship than this Intercontinental Championship situation.
I was all happy when Curtis Axel won the Intercontinental title a few years ago. But what sucks that they never gave him a good title feud. Like, I mean, there was a lot of names out there, but they gave him bullshit feuds, or didn't even end up in the pay-per-view. I remember going back and saying, how come we couldn't see Curtis Axel versus RVD in an Intercontinental title feud for SummerSlam? But it didn't ever happen. They put RVD in a fucking a dark match, I guess. So, oh well.
That's where bums go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, 3 of the most over people that they have in the entire company. I think.
Stardust is very underrated.
Cody Rhodes is a great wrestler. Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan are 3 of the most over guys that they have in the entire company. I think it maximizes the importance of the match itself, having them in there, but the booking of the match, to me, is very stupid. I think in this case, if they wanted to do something, playing a hot potato with the actual title belt, it downplays the severity of what this match represents.
Speaking of Stardust and Goldust, were they even on Raw tonight? Was that even a thing?
Stardust was. Stardust had a match with Dean Ambrose.
Stardust or Riddler. He's the same person, pretty much.
That shows you how much I care about Raw. All right, continue on, guys.
I mean, that WWE had 2 storyline matches going into WrestleMania that they just threw away. Miz and Mizdow could have been a one-on-one match, and instead they threw it into the Battle Royal.
That's still going to happen.
It's not going to be a one-on-one. It's not going to be a one-on-one match, but that's
going to happen with that match.
No, it'll be a one-on-one match, but it'll happen at like Extreme Rules or some shit.
Yeah, it'll happen at Extreme Rules on the pre-show, and nobody will give a shit about it. It's
good point.
It just doesn't make any sense. And then you have the whole Goldust and Stardust feud, which was actually picking up some steam. And what do they do with it? Let's just throw it away. Who gives a shit about it? It's ridiculous how they go from hot to cold so easily with these storylines. It's like they can't go a month with continuing the same storyline if it isn't in the main event. You know, if you're not fighting for the title, then you don't really get a long feud, or if your name is John Cena. You know,
and several former writers and superstars have come out and spoken about that and said that basically all they care about in creative is the main event scene. If you're not John Cena, if you're not Randy Orton, we don't give a shit.
Yep. And the show reflects that if you watch it. because you're trained to forget about everything that is not in the main event scene. And it's super annoying because they could be doing a lot more and they're not.
Yeah.
And the only reason why this Intercontinental title ladder match exists at Mania, this is the reason why I think it's happening. The only reason why is because they got rid of Money in the Bank a couple years ago, and now they're realizing that that was a huge staple of WrestleMania, and they need something to replace it. Because they can't go back
with Taker's Street God.
Exactly. And it's like, I don't know about you guys, but this Bray Wyatt stuff, I honestly don't care about it because with the streak being over, there's no point to it.
I love it.
But
I thought
the stuff in the promo tonight was great, but I'm just generally overall, I just don't care about the match.
I agree with that.
There's no streak anymore.
Yeah, and I think about it, and I mean, Bray Wyatt is one of the best on the mic in that entire company. I mean, he just draws you in. I think regardless of where this feud is going, you know, even though it's something a lot of people don't really want to see, but because Bray Wyatt is just amazing on the mic, he at least perks up your interest a little bit and kind of makes the best of the situation. You know, there is no streak, but at least he's making you pay attention to it. But I worry because what happens after it? Okay, say he beats Taker at Mania. Okay, what happens to Bray Wyatt now? Are they going to push him as a serious contender?
If he beats Taker, you got to put him at the world title scene. You have to do it. You have to put a Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns feud. You have to do it. We all know Roman Reigns will walk out the title, but you're going to have to do that if Bray Wyatt beats.
I can only imagine one of the best promo guys in the business versus the worst promo guy in the business. That makes sense.
And here's something I mentioned about Taker a couple weeks ago on Eyes on the Ring. I said that if Taker beats Bray Wyatt, then there's a chance that we could see next year at WrestleMania 22, we could see Taker versus Sting, which I know a couple people, or not, it's more than a couple people, but there are some people that still want to see that match just to say that they saw it.
I think it's happening. I think it's going to happen if Taker wins or lose at this year's WrestleMania 32. We're going to see Sting and Taker is going to happen. No matter what.
If Taker loses, I'm just saying if Bray beats Taker, then that match to me would be off the table. Because he had already by that point
this match is pointless.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, see, I'm really torn with, and I agree with that, Skip. I'm just really torn with the whole match in general and where they go after the match. Because I think to me, Bray needs to win, and then Undertaker just probably needs to retire.
Yep.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I feel like if Taker should lose, but what should happen is Taker loses, and you think this is the end for The Undertaker, and it looks like it's going to be the end, and then all of a sudden the lights go out, and then there's Sting, and he looks at Taker, and he kind of like puts up his finger like one more match. Like one more time.
That needs to happen, dude. I think that's like they already fucked up.
I think that will happen just because WWE always wants to prevail over WCW, and this is just another chance to do it.
Yeah.
I kind of get what Matt's saying, that if they want to do that, have Undertaker beat Sting and next year's WrestleMania, you have WWE prevail WCW.
Yep. I think that'll happen, and then Taker will retire. I think he should retire this year, but I think that's going to be the scenario for him to retire.
So you're saying next year it's 32? Okay.
Undertaker's going to win. I'm just going to say Undertaker's going to win at WrestleMania.
But for what? Didn't Bray Wyatt loses 2 WrestleManias back to back?
I just have a feeling in some way that the moment that Bray Wyatt tonight, and I didn't be honest, I didn't watch Raw live. I don't watch Raw live. I went back and watched highlights, and I watched Bray's promo, and the moment he mentioned, I'm not going to be your redemption, I got this weird feeling in my stomach like, this is what they're going to do, where if Bray loses, he still doesn't, it's like he loses, but then he doesn't, because he's going to try to find some way to run with it afterwards and say he was responsible for the resurrection and redemption of The Undertaker and how powerful. And I feel like they're gonna spin it to the way Bray can still lose and still come out come out good, because once again, what is there's no purpose to this match. And if they are going to eventually build to a WrestleMania 32 with Taker and Sting in front of like 100,000 people, Taker has to somehow get resurrected to be what he was, I guess, before, or close to what he was. Having Bray kind of help him rediscover that monster that he used to be, that face of fear. And I have a feeling that that's where they might go with it. And the only reason why, the entire time before I was thinking that Bray should win. But then I thought about it, and it's like, it seems more likely now that Bray could lose, and this is a way for them to segue into making the Undertaker less about the streak and making it more about his character and who he is again. Because before the streak was being talked about, it was just about the Undertaker, the character, him being this supernatural being. We haven't seen that to a certain extent in years almost. So if they can, I think what they're trying to do is accomplish that and make him be this mystical figure like he used to be before, a supernatural being. And him going into a match against somebody like a Sting next year, he would need that push again as that. Instead of the Taker's WrestleMania feud always being fucking carried by the streak, it means that's the only thing I like about this. It's not about just, hey, Undertaker's streak is still alive and somebody has to end it. It's legitimately just Bray Wyatt wants to take his spot. I'm going to finish you for good. I enjoy that dichotomy of it, as opposed to just saying, we would be 23-0 now. He'd be going for 23-0 if he didn't lose last year. So I like it's a fresher perspective in some way.
He'd be 22-0 if he
right
didn't
now
lose last year.
I'm sorry, but I think he needs to lose. He needs to lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Bray Wyatt needs to win.
Wyatt needs
the weirdest
to go
thing
over.
to me about this whole match is I kind of agree with Skits, is that Bray Wyatt needs to win. But the weirdest thing about this match is that both guys at last year's WrestleMania lost. And I don't know, that probably shouldn't be weird to me, but for some reason it just sticks out in my mind as something that seems kind of out of place. So whoever wins, in my opinion, it's going to help them. Whoever loses, it's going to hurt them. And that's they've created a situation where it's a lose-lose in a way, or a win-win, depending on if you look at it half empty, or glass half empty, glass half full kind of thing.
I still think there's a way Bray can lose and still come out good. I mean, I think Bray's only lost one match or two matches, at least on TV. He lost one match to Dean on a tribute to the troops. I think he lost. That was the only match he lost to Dean. I think there's a way they can do it. That definitely doesn't count, because it didn't happen on Raw, it didn't happen on SmackDown, so it doesn't count. But I mean, he's on this roll, and
he's on fire.
He's on fire, and he's making gold. He's carrying this feud, which I hate. I do hate that fact that Taker has yet another WrestleMania feud where the full-time guy, last year he was facing a part-time guy. He was a part-time guy, but this year he's facing a full-time guy who's carrying the load on his back.
Last year Heyman carried that feud.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It was just Heyman. It's Heyman who's carrying feuds, and I didn't give a shit anyway about Lesnar versus Taker last year anyway, personally. But, this year I'm more invested because Bray is carrying it, and it's like we're getting more, we got, 2 Raws left before WrestleMania, so I'm interested to see what they do now that the challenge is official, and if they do any more mind games or stuff like that. But I still think there's a way Bray could lose and still come out in some way, shape, or form being still looking strong. I don't think it will hurt him. In essence, in some way, it might help. Even if he loses and maybe destroys Taker or tries to destroy. I don't know what they're going to do. I think that's the good part about it, is that this is the first. I think it's the first time where you expect the Undertaker. You expect the Undertaker to lose, but then on the flip side, it's like, well, why would he even come back just to lose, to put Bray over? I mean, like, why would, like, there's no point of this match. So it is a bit unpredictable, and that's the beauty of not having a streak. In some ways, is that, like, you can actually just enjoy an Undertaker WrestleMania match without worrying about the streak and worrying about the outcome being so predictable. And we haven't had that in, like, 10, 11 years. That's when, like, I think 11, 12 years ago is when they started talking about the streak. Before, you would just look forward to the Undertaker's match. So I'm cool with that being the case, but I still think the Undertaker's going to win. And I think his last match will be against Sting at WrestleMania 32. And because if he loses to Bray, it's it. That's his last match. He's done.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still going with him losing to Bray.
Is everybody ready for John Cena to become the new United States champion?
This is where I get. No, this is where I go.
Hold on. Time out, True. Is this True's rant of the week? Returning back to WHRADIO?
Look. Okay. All right, fine. Look. Everybody knows that I'm not a John Cena fan. Everybody knows I'm not a John Cena fan. One thing, John Cena does not need to win the fucking United States Championship. And personally, I want to slap each and every one of you. Whoever says spin a belt, I want to slap you, because I do not want.
Hi, that's Milan Miracle too. Hi.
Oh, Milan. Oh God. Oh hell. Milan. God. Okay. Well. But he doesn't need to win. Like, what did that do? He's like, oh, well, the U.S. title's on the main eventer. That's great. Cena is a main eventer, and I respect the fact that he has taken a back seat, and he's done that the last two WrestleManias.
Cena's now Sheamus.
I give Cena credit. Fuck him, but I give him credit. Last two WrestleManias, he hasn't been all in the main event scene. And I can actually appreciate that, respect that. I mean, we had Daniel Bryan in the main event last year. We got Roman Reigns in the main event this year. But but regardless, I respect the fact that he's taken a bit of a back seat. We saw him put over. I mean, to be honest, Cena's actually done decent. He put over Brock at SummerSlam in the most dominant performance I think we've seen in a long time against in a main event match. He lost to Rusev. He lost to Rusev regardless of how it happened. He still lost to Rusev. That's an official loss. And I just don't think I don't see the upside of that. Because Rusev, to me, losing to Cena, it's like, okay, I think WWE rations it. They're rationing it like, oh, well, Rusev is going to finally lose his. If you're going to lose your first pinfall match, your first pinfall, why not lose against John Cena? That's the former face of the company, or the most top guy for the last 10 years. And he's you're going to drop the belt to him, and then it's like, but why? And then there's rumors that, he's going to drop the belt, and then they're going to have a rubber match at Extreme Rules, and Rusev's going to go over again. And I'm like, well, why not just have Rusev go over at WrestleMania and have somebody else, a newer guy up and coming to beat him that actually can benefit? What does that benefit the WWE having Cena be U.S. champion? To me, it doesn't, because he's above the belt, and it's okay sometimes when guys can compete. And we've seen like Jericho, wrestle for the Intercontinental Championship, but Jericho ain't Cena, and I say this as a performer, he definitely ain't Cena. I mean, Jericho's definitely not Cena, but in terms of drawability and name value, he's not Cena. So Cena being in the United States title picture, I just don't get it. I think I just don't want to see him as the United States champion. I mean, it would make the belt kind of seem important. The same way I didn't want Daniel Bryan I don't want Daniel Bryan to win the Intercontinental Championship, though I think that's where they're going because he wants to be. I think the reason why I say Daniel Bryan's going to win, I think what they're really going to do is they're trying to make these secondary titles after WrestleMania. I think they want to make them important.
Exactly. That's what I'm fucking trying to say the whole fucking time, and everybody thinks it's a fucking shit fucking match. You guys are ridiculous.
But it's stupid.
There's certain ways to do it. There's certain ways to build up your mid-card belts. Look at goddamn New Japan. They know how to book their mid-card belts.
But guess what? New Japan's New Japan. This is WWE. It's the difference between entertainment and there's a difference between fucking professional wrestling.
Because WWE
there's no comparing. You can't compare New Japan and WWE though.
They're crime.
We're having this huge conversation about this importance of belts. Let's face it, WWE does not give a shit about belts. They see it as a prop. They see it as this thing like
somebody's very angry.
Somebody's
very angry.
But what thing you can do?
Someone needs to go see Dr. Shelby.
Yeah, he's very angry. Michael angry.
Why do you think WWE is where it is right now? It's because they don't know shit. They are fucking stupid. This whole
I will agree with
that. By morons.
They are. Quick question, everybody.
They're crime-fighting the Intercontinental title. That is all I've got.
Look, I'll say this. To me, I want to see the Intercontinental title. To me, it's going to become the title of SmackDown because that's been closing out SmackDown. If you
like SmackDown.
Nobody and Daniel Bryan has said he wants to be the face of SmackDown, which I remember when he said that, I got a bash. I was like, man, that's not. I was like, why'd you say that, Dan? God damn it! In my mind, automatically, I was like, I was hoping he won. This is like right before the Royal Rumble. I was like, he's not gonna fucking win now. You want to be the face of SmackDown. You're not gonna headline with Brock Lesnar. And you want to be the face. I think I said it on Eyes on the Ring. I think the week before Royal Rumble, I was like, man, why did I hated he said that because then you want to be there's no secondary belt. There's no World Heavyweight Championship by itself. It's just one big title, and then there's the IC title, and the IC title is probably going to get restored to prominence because you'll have Ambrose and Bryan and Ziggler and Harper and basically everybody who's in that match. They're going to be in the IC title picture, and they're going to be headlining or main eventing SmackDown, and then you're going to have them in the first hour of Raw, and the focus is going to be pretty much on Seth and Roman, and I think Orton probably, and that's going to be the focus of the main event. I can't really see anybody else. I mean, maybe they'll still get stick Ambrose back in the main event picture where he should be after WrestleMania. Yeah.
If you could hold that thought real quick, bro. We have I think that caller. No, it's Carlos Harris. This person hasn't called the show, and the longest. WHRADIO's own Bruce. What's going on, Bruce?
Oh. Yo. I'm making millions of dollars.
What? Hey, that's how you know it's a party when Bruce is here.
Man, I've been working so damn much, my feet hurt. I've been working since 6 a.m. this morning, and I'm just getting off work.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce, because we just discussed this shit. How you feel about? Have you been watching what they've been doing with the IC title lately?
No, I haven't watched the last 2-3 weeks on Hulu.
Good, you're doing yourself a favor.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, you're not. I don't care what none of these guys say, but they're ridiculous. I love it what they're doing with the IC title. They're showing it some importance. It's on TV, for God's sakes. Last time, the last IC channel.
Really, hold on.
This is good.
Scat,
look,
the fact that you're bragging that they're putting it on TV is never a good sign because you shouldn't have to brag that a title is being displayed on television in the first place. It should be common knowledge that a title...
It's the same shit that we all bitch about. Oh, they don't want to do nothing with the IC title. And now that there are, now people are bitching that they are? Like, what the fuck?
No,
I don't get it.
Okay, let's just say I'm glad that they're not ignoring an IC title match at WrestleMania. So at least it's something. You know, it's
something. But peep this out though, Bruce. It's got guys like Dean Ambrose involved in it, Daniel Bryan, Luke Harper. Who else is in this fucking match? Stardust, Wade Barrett. One person that's in there that I'm shocked is R-Truth. I mean, but still, like.
They're just fucking throwing him a bone, and it's one of those matches that's like, you know what, we have to get a bunch of undercard guys inside WrestleMania. Since we don't have the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania anymore, what can we do besides, oh shit, we did a Battle Royal, but we didn't do a good enough job of creating matches for the undercard, so let's create a second match. By the way, that'll be for the IC title. Come on!
Here, I'm going to explain it like this. What they're doing with the IC title is like this. You start dating a girl, and you want to bang her, but she's a little hesitant on doing so. So it keeps building up and building up and building up, and you're waiting months and months, and she comes to you one day and she goes, all right, I want to start fooling around. So you think you're going to fuck her. So instead of fucking her, she's up in the world. So while you're at least getting her hands on your dick, it still sucks because you think you're going to fuck her. That is what this is. It's a tease at something that could be better, but it's not.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I want WWE to satisfy my hunger. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to fucking throw me sunflower seeds. Bitch, that ain't going to hunger my appetite, or that's not going to satisfy my appetite, you know? Give me a fucking steak. Oh, no, you know what? Here's a stick of gum. Here's a slice of cheese. Where's my fucking meal, damn it? I guess I have to be happy that I'm getting something better than nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elite Podcast Network, where we talk about wrestling and translate it into food and sex. Enjoy.
Let me ask you guys a question. We haven't talked about yet is this whole Paul Heyman promo tonight. Was that a work, or do you think it really was like a shoot?
I thought it was a work for the most part.
Yeah, and at the same time, I try to feel like WWE is trying to make a shoot of themselves because all those rumors about Brock Lesnar doing this and that, and we're like, let's fuck with the fans. You know, they always talk about these rumors about us. Let's fuck with their heads. All right, let's talk about this is your title, not WWE's title. Because there's a rumor going around that Brock Lesnar might not show up at WrestleMania, and there's a lawsuit going to go down, whatever. So they're basically trying to fuck with our head. Just like the whole NXT thing.
They're trying to work the mark.
Yeah, just like the whole NXT feud between, or rumor, you can say, with fucking Adrian Neville might debut in the main roster as Mighty Mouse. I don't think that's not going to happen. It's just like
Mighty Mouse.
I don't think they're going to put him in a Mighty Mouse costume, but they're going to give him that type of persona where he's like the little guy who's extremely strong. I can see that type of Mighty Mouse stereotype. Mighty Mouse stereotype. The little guy who's strong. I don't see them. Rey Mysterio played the little underdog, but he wasn't portrayed as the strong one that could survive even though he's small. I could see that coming off with Pac realistically.
Yeah, I can see that. Like he beats almost like Spike Dudley's character in ECW, which he fucks up all the giants up, like Big Show and Mark. I can see that with him, but not wearing no fucking stupid costume saying I'm a superhero.
No, I don't think he's literally gonna come out in a mouse mask and a Mighty Mouse costume with a fucking cape. I don't think they're that fucking stupid. I know they're stupid. I just don't think they're that fucking stupid. There's a difference.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I would not doubt WWE on their stupidity. They've done some stupid shit over the past.
It's coming from the same company that built Brodus Clay up as a monster for months and debuted him as a dancing Funkasaurus. Really, guys?
I always think that was an inside rib
Is it shit on
just
WWE
to piss him off. I think it was done to piss him off.
I don't know. But
I get on WWE every day, so... Man.
This is one of the... it's always a positive for Raw when Paul Heyman's on, and whether or not Brock Lesnar re-signs with the WWE, I don't care what WWE has to do, keep Paul Heyman. You need to keep Paul Heyman around until he decides he wants to walk away from the business for good.
Align him with Roman.
Yeah, you need to keep him as long as you
thing.
can, because Paul Heyman, just don't put him in front of any of the financial stuff, because, God knows we know how good he is with that stuff. But he is just one of the most brilliant minds in the business. Him, like I said, you have him and Zeb Coulter, two of the best booking minds in the business. And you need to keep them.
Oh, man.
Well, I got a question for y'all. In the spirit of what we're talking about here, just to switch a little bit, did you guys discuss Wiz Khalifa yet?
Oh my God!
Shut up! Just shut up! Just shut up!
All I had to say is black and yellow, and that's it.
Well, that's the
Hold on, boys. Hold on. Did anybody see how JBL and Michael Cole were just stone cold faced, and Booker T was just jamming out?
Yep.
I will say the only positive about this is that it wasn't Florida Georgia line. Only positive.
Oh, and they used the entire pyro for the show and its ending sequence.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I what they were trying to do, they were trying to, seem like they were in the hip with mainstream, and like I said, at least it wasn't Florida Georgia line. I'm happy it wasn't that.
See, and when WWE tries to fit in with mainstream, it never works.
They're in Pittsburgh, so I kind of got what they were doing. I mean, that's Wiz's hometown, so.
They could have had a Steeler, somebody from the Steelers. They wanted to do that. I mean, Steelers were bums this year, but well, not bums.
He did say white girls giving Becky live on,
Hold on. Let's be honest. Hold on. Let's be honest here. How many of the viewing audience of WWE really understand what that means? Like, let's think about it. I feel like you're 18.
Never know, bro.
Mom, what did he say?
Look, the 18 to 34, the 18 to 34 demographic.
And like, white girls give me Becky. What does that mean? They look it up on Google. Mommy, what's sex? God,
this is great.
I don't know. Tonight, I don't know. You had Wiz Khalifa on. You had Randy Orton flipping the birds. Something. I don't know. It was going in a little bit of a TV-14 direction. I know it won't ever be like that, but I don't know.
It's WrestleMania, baby.
I actually want to get to Randy Orton in a minute, but before we get to Randy Orton, let's talk about this, because I know by the looks of it, it looks like they're building up for a four-way for the tag team titles. I already know how Matt feels about it. But Oscar, what you feel about that, bro?
The bullshit teams in it.
I don't know why they put Los Matadores, but I don't know why they should put Ascension in there for some reason. But oh well.
See?
Los Matadores. Hey.
That's what I was saying, man. The teams they put in there is absolutely fucking bullshit. Like, they forgot about the primetime players. They forgot about the Ascension. Like, are they?
Yeah, like they seemed like they were building.
I forgot about the Ascension.
And it seemed like the perfect opportunity. You had the Usos. Cesaro said the New Day. Okay, you want to throw them in. But you should have had the Ascension come down and just beat the ever-loving shit out of all those teams. I mean, throwing them into barricades, hitting them with chairs, just beat the shit out of them. Build them up. They weren't even on this show. What the fuck were they doing?
I think Ascension primetime players and some kind of fucking pre-show is going to happen at WrestleMania.
Well, I'm going to go to sleep.
Millions of dollars right there.
Especially if the pre-show is an hour long again this year.
I thought it'd be 2 hours.
Oh my God, I think it is.
Seriously? Yeah,
really?
Because look, WrestleMania starts, I think, at 4 o'clock our time, West Coast time, and they're going to open the gates at 1 o'clock West Coast time.
Yeah, there's 7 hours of WrestleMania. There's 7 hours of WrestleMania. It's
they'll probably be doing build-up talks, with Renee Young and for an hour, and then in the next hour, then they'll probably show a match or two.
I can see an NXT event actually happening during one of those hours.
Let's pray.
I have one happening. Maybe possibly Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match. I can see that
I could totally see that.
Yeah, maybe there's a reason they haven't booked it. Maybe they're saving it for that stage, which would be really, really cool.
Yep.
If WWE is going to do that, you know what I love to see them do, even though they're not going to do it, but they used to do it back in the old days. Bring in a couple indie guys, you know. You don't have to pay them too much. You know, I mean, just being on WWE, I think, would be enough exposure for them. But, you know, bring in a couple indie guys, put them against some WWE guys, and I think it would
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, bro. We're dreaming big here.
Can I have what you're smoking?
Yeah.
We're dreaming big here, bro.
I don't know. Probably this Khalifa was smoking.
Hold on. Unless
we them boys.
Tom has a point, but there's another chance you can see that happening. Maybe those indie guys could be extras. Ask CM Punk from WrestleMania 22.
I was thinking about that. I was going to say that. They could be like entrance extras, if anything. If anything.
Yeah. Actually, you're going to give them ideas to bring in guys like, you know, Ricochet and all that to be Rosebuds. So, you know.
Well, I mean, Undertaker does need druids.
There goes Ricochet. There's our guest B-Boy right there. Who else is there? There's going to be some ROH.
This guy's burying people.
That's not burying.
Let's, you know what? We need a husky druid. Let's ask Willie Mack.
Oh, wow.
Bruce,
so you didn't.
Yes, I did. I love Willie. I've drankin' with Willie. We've gone to Don Jose's and drinking with Willie Mack, so I love him. I was there on his birthday.
On a whole other note, yo, I know we kind of run out of time, but let's talk about this Randy Orton I don't know, heel, whatever it is, turn on Seth Rollins tonight. I loved it.
Stone Cold Randy Orton. Da-da-da-da-da.
I hear voices in my head.
No.
He fucking destroyed Seth Rollins, like, ridiculous.
I'm more happy in the fact that the table actually broke on the first try.
Yep.
No Botchamania for that table.
Stop, because that's usually what happens when the table doesn't break.
Yeah, but I thought it was. I mean, it was, I guess, a good way to end the show. I mean, everybody knew that Orton was going to turn on Rollins, and I mean, I think they're going to have a good match in Mania. It'll be a good undercard match to have. I think those guys are going to go in and have a solid match. So, I mean, really no complaints.
Yeah.
Can we get to one more thing?
Huh? Fake voice?
Well, that too. The Briscoes, apparently there's some big rumor they may be going to WWE again.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, I heard about that. I think it was Court Bauer was on MLW Radio, and he mentioned that the Briscoes were going to go to Orlando. I don't know. You know, WWE, I feel like after Jay Briscoe did the whole thing on Twitter, and that definitely hurt their chances. And
he deleted his Twitter account, apparently.
Really?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
No,
if you're a trainer and you're working in the Performance Center and you have your choice between the Wolves and you have your choice between the Briscoes, and we know how they think, I'm still surprised that they wouldn't choose the Wolves, considering that fits more their mold of what they're looking.
Davy's got attitude problems.
Yeah, Davy's the one that's fucked up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that, you know, Jay Briscoe, he's a loose cannon. You never know what he's gonna say.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I'm not a big fan of the Wolves anymore, anyways. When I think about tag teams, I don't even think about the Wolves no more.
Nah, they're TNA based now, man. They've became really shitty. They've like a TV product now. Even at indie shows, man, they don't perform like they used to, in my opinion.
I think Eddie Edwards still does. I've seen his stuff because he goes to Beyond Wrestling once in a while. He can still go. I feel like going to TNA lost a lot of steam for Eddie Edwards. I think he didn't need Davey Richards. I think he could have been great talent on his own. I think, he's not the best on the microphone, but isn't that what NXT is for, is improving those type of things? And I think he could have been, you put him with a manager and it could have worked out. But I don't know. He just insists on sticking with Davey, and I don't understand it.
I think the Briscoes, if they get signed, man, you got to keep the same thing going on. You can't lose the Briscoe gimmick.
Yeah.
Man up.
You could do
Easy
that.
chance.
You could change their name pretty much to the fucking Hillbilly Brothers, whatever, but you got to still keep their image in the way.
Does that mean Hillbilly Jim's their manager?
Fuck it, have him.
That'd be awesome.
But they really don't need I think Jay could work in the mic, but the problem is he gets a low down with the bitch thing, so, you could use that at Raw once in a blue moon, but they can pretty much going to start him off in NXT talking PG shit, so, oh well.
Yeah, I think the Briscoes can get over with that cursing. I don't know about Jay.
It's not Jay's the problem.
If Kevin Steen can do it, Jay can do it, right?
I was thinking that. And, I think Jay, he's, like I said, definitely an odd guy. But I think him and Mark just always wanted to go to WWE. So I feel like if they get the chance,
you already got friends over there.
Yeah, Jay's not stupid. He'll probably, really sit down and say, you know what, I gotta stop with the cursing. I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I put out on social media. I gotta, watch all these different things.
Chew tobacco during promos anymore either, if that's the case.
My question to all you guys: when is their Ring of Honor
contract?
Elgin. But the question is, the question is, when is their Ring of Honor contract runs out?
It's got to be soon.
Yeah.
I'd say sometime after Supercard of Honor. So late April, early May.
Yeah. My question to you guys is, how do you think this is going to affect Ring of Honor? Because, I think the Briscoes are kind of like the last, breed of the original guys in there.
Eddie Kingston?
No. Not a lot of people interpret him or look at him as the last breed.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of, if the Briscoes leave Ring of Honor, a lot of old fans are going to leave Ring of Honor.
It's not even that, really. It's the fact that they built up Jay Briscoe for 2.5 years as this undefeated, unstoppable force as Ring of Honor World Champion. What the fuck is that supposed to be for?
Yeah.
It just means that it's kind of like the land of opportunity. I don't think that just because the Briscoes leave that some of the staff or some of the talent is going to end up leaving. They're going to look at it and be like, hey, they're going to give you a shot, and if someone within WWE is looking, that's the place to get my shot. So they're going to look at it as a stepping stone, kind of like how ECW was. I don't think that there's going to be an exodus simply because the Briscoes get signed if they got signed. More indie talent is going to be like, hey, Ring of Honor is going to be the place to go more so than TNA.
Yeah, true, because you see, ACH just got a tryout. So, ACH is in Ring of Honor right now, so who knows? Maybe WWE will bring him back for another tryout.
We just saw ACH at PWG, and he told me his contract's almost done, so.
Speaking of ACH, True?
True actually had to go, but you want to go ahead?
We're having him on Eyes in the Ring on Sunday, so that should be a good conversation. I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about, but I'm probably just going to sit and listen and then chime in when I can. So,
if you talk basketball, like the Spurs are going to win again.
What's that?
No, if you guys talk basketball, he's going to be like the Spurs are going to win it again.
Yeah, I may have to call in then and talk shit.
I probably will too. He probably say, "How about the Lakers?" Oh wow.
Oh come on! I don't go for bum teams.
Hey, let's not start.
That's how ACH will fire us. So that's okay. 16-time champion. I'll take that.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. WWE, look at them. They're scooping up indie talent like it's nothing. Anytime they want, they can scoop up the biggest names whenever they want. Adam Cole is gonna. I think if Adam Cole doesn't leave within 2015, he is definitely going to go early 2016. So Adam Cole is going to go soon. Briscoes are going to go. Samoa Joe just got back on the indies. He's probably go.
He's already signed.
Yeah, he's going now. I could see them, like I said,
basically Ring of Honor is kind of like a farm system now.
That's like another ECW. That's exactly what they are.
And not only that, NXT is WWE's own personal indie, especially with the traveling now, and it's going to affect the independent scene soon, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
more on the East Coast before they become national.
Yeah,
more on the South than on the East Coast.
Bruce, I don't know if you saw their pictures of their show they did at Columbus, Ohio, but man, I know a spot in LA where they could do it, and it's called the Wiltern. That would be an awesome spot. If you want to do NXT.
There's quite a bit of spots, man, that I think a lot of people want NXT, and I think they're going to give it to them really, 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 really soon.
Yeah, if they come to LA, I'll be like, okay, I'm on that shit. I'm going to NXT. Fuck it. I want to see some Sasha Banks.
Hell yeah.
That is Orton's Grill.
Dang right.
I'll be like,
Boston Strong, huh?
And he's dead.
I'd be like, I think I would. That's why I'll go for Sasha Banks. I've never seen Kevin Owens so many times.
Fine. Kevin Owens, Candace Strong, bitch.
Oh. I'll guarantee you this, though. I won't see no package power driver, so there you go.
Well, maybe off camera. That might be a possibility. Not on camera.
Well,
you could see it on one of the. They have live events that aren't televised that they don't record. It's possible that you could see him bust it out during one of those events, like a house show, basically, for NXT.
Well, I remember me and Tom were going back and forth that the package power. Well, Kevin Owens ever used the package power driver in NXT. I just say no, these are going to happen. But so far,
I'm still
going to stand by that.
I don't care. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen in NXT or when he gets up to the main roster. I think one day we will see the package power driver on TV.
Yeah, once. Yes, exactly.
Okay, how about this? Let's give it up to whenever Kevin Owens debut at WrestleMania. If he doesn't do it by then, you better buy me a ticket to New York to some kind of show there, a Ring of Honor show or something.
What if he does it at WrestleMania?
And if he does it before then, I'll buy you a ticket. You go to fucking PWG. How about that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys are crazy. All I know is that I'm out of that one, and the GTA is going to be done soon by Hideo Itami.
Oh, that's going to happen.
The GTA? I didn't know Hideo Itami was doing the video game.
Did I say GTA?
GTA.
You did.
You said GTA.
Did I say GTA? Botchamania.
Did. I didn't know if they were going to film it or put them, a DLC or what.
This man's thinking way too much about Heist tomorrow. Shit.
Oh my God.
Hey yo. All I had to say for that botch. Fuck.
Bullshit.
You botched your own botch.
There it is.
Try use that.
Oh man. Oh, God. This is the best.
Actually, wait, on a side note, hold on. Speaking of PWG, Oscar.
Yes.
Did you go easy on that virgin?
Oh.
Whoa, what?
You tweeted out a PW. I'm taking a PWG virgin, and I said go easy.
Shoot. God.
Okay, if I took it easy, then Skid had my sloppy second.
Hey, I don't mess with grown men, so you can hold on. Let me ask you a question, Oscar. He's talking to you, buddy, not me. I didn't take him. You took him.
This is a huge fest. Welcome to the roast, folks.
Hey, there's a good thing about this though. We got free Denny, so it's all good.
This is a shoot fest, folks. Welcome to the roast.
Oh, so you got free breakfast after you with the virgin? Oh, that's a sweet deal.
Are we just all shooting right now? Is that
oh God.
Hey, well, it's funny how fucking Oscar brought me into it though.
Fuck super kick.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Wow. Oh shit.
And he's not talking about the Young Bucks.
I ain't talking about the Young Bucks. Fuck that place.
Wow.
Can I just say that that Evolve pay-per-view took way too long to set up that goddamn cage? Never do a cage match on an indie show again, please.
Hey,
I saw pictures of
man,
that,
Gabe.
and there were
IWO?
the cage wasn't even set up properly. It had eyes on it.
The cage wasn't even set up properly. It took an hour off the pay-per-view.
I was gonna say that to Gabe too, man. Like I spoke to Gabe before the show. We're cool and shit, man. But man, that's terrible.
Yeah,
that sucks.
It's nothing against Gabe. I mean, he tried the idea and obviously it failed, but I mean, to do it 60 minutes off an pay-per-view, and you have
and it's not Cage It Does.
All I have to say, people go check out that show. They are merging the Evolve title and the Dragon Gate title, so WrestleMania weekend.
It was a good show. I liked that Evolve pay-per-view, except for how long it took to get up the cage. I liked it. The debut of Team Tremendous, which I got to see them live. They're a great tag team. Debuted in Matt Cage and Evolve. It was a good show, except for how long it took to get up the cage. But I definitely recommend
I definitely got to watch that
ASAP.
But yeah, we're kind of running out of time here, gentlemen. Everybody, let's throw out them pluggy plugs one time. Let's start off with Orton.
Oh, yeah, I get to go first this time. Yeah. My Twitter is phenomenaldel34. That's about it.
All right. Nathan.
You can follow me at Headliner5. Follow Eyes on the Ring at Eyes on the Ring, and check out eyesonthering.com. And also listen to the show on Sunday via Elite Podcast Network.
Mr. Matt.
Tomorrow, we're going to be having a huge Smash Wrestling Any Given Sunday 3 hype show confirmed for the show. The Overdogs, the Goat Brigade, Brent Banks, Pepper Parks, Biff Busick, and Smash Wrestling Executives. Definitely tune in for that. Also, the Carolina Corner 3-hour show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Wednesday, right here on the Elite Podcast Network, Indie Power Rankings with Homicide. So tune in for that one. Doing it right here in the Elite Podcast Network, at Elite Podcast Net, and at Weekly W Podcast.
Definitely. Bruce.
So you can follow me on, everything at Craft Bruce D, and, I'm taking over the world, bitches.
This guy's my hero.
Go ahead, Tom.
All you got to do is follow me on Twitter to tweet me. That's all I got to say. This was a hell of a show.
Oscar.
Right. That's right.
All right. You can follow me at Sinister632, and I'll be having the door open for the rest of you PWG virgins. I'm talking to the rest of you guys, like Tom, Matt. You guys, the door is open.
You want to wait? You want to pop my?
Whoa! Pause.
Yeah, you want to pop my cherry? What?
Whoa! I mean, keep this for after the show. Come on.
Hey, the box beat you to it, so I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, that's a low blow.
Ooh, this guy.
At least that's how he likes it. He doesn't like the blows any other way. Just keep them low.
Yeah, I'll enjoy my Smash Wrestling, motherfucker.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna end this show. It's a good show. Hey, shout out to the crew.
Hold on. Let me put on my plug, damn it. You can follow me at You guys can follow me at WHSkits. Check out the website WrestlingHeads.com. Next Monday, Peter Avalon live here on the Elite Podcast Network here on Wrestlingheads Radio. There's a possibility we might have a guest on Friday. We'll be here Friday. We'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at WrestlingHeads. Facebook.com/WrestlingHeads. Just Google WrestlingHeads and you'll find us there.
Suck it, punch. Suck it, punch. Suck it, punch. All right, we can go.
And until then, until then, you can catch us here on the Elite Podcast Network. Peace. Find us on Twitter.
Hey.